Hello there survivors, and welcome back to another video in ARK Survival Ascended. Maybe you're also waiting, anticipating the release of Valgaro, or maybe you're thinking of starting a new adventure on any of the other maps. I've got some of my best starter base designs, or at least early game based designs, for you here in a nice top 15. So you have plenty of different designs to choose from in different styles, ranging from easy cozy lodges to cool steampunk builds, Greek bases, Viking houses, modern A-frames, Hobbit holes, and even all-in-one buildings that can even keep your tame safe. So no matter what you're looking for, you have a good chance of finding something that you like, and all of these builds have full build tutorials up on my channel already. In some cases, there's even templates available for these builds. If you want to check out all the templates that I currently have available, check them out on my Discord. As always, if you enjoy what you're seeing and you want to continue to see more, make sure to like the video, really helps me out. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And also, feel free to leave suggestions for future builds you'd like to see down in the comments below. Starting off at number 1 is a very recent addition to my starter base collection, and it is this all-in-one forest hut. Well, maybe not exactly a starter hut, as this one is slightly bigger maybe than what you want to get done very early on, but it is a very nice all-in-one base for the early game. It has a nice small greenhouse to the side to grow some of your plants, but the main feature is the big main building that offers plenty of space for storage and crafting needs, as well as the room to keep some of your early game tame safe. Then you have plenty of space with the second layer as well for a cozy bedroom and some other crafting needs. And of course, all the way at the top, you have some spots to park your flyers as well, keeping them off the ground and safe and ready for you to take off on your next adventure. Then going into something quite different, this modern A-frame that I originally built on the rooftops of Extinction offers you modern luxury, but is still small enough so you can easily build it early on. With a decent amount of space inside for a decent storage and crafting situation, you could definitely live out your days in comfort in this base, and of course using some cool cosmetics to make it look very sleek and modern. To build this base, you would at least need a nice cosmetic or mod for the glass textures, since the current glass textures that we have in the game with the greenhouse glass are just not really good, and the effect is not quite the same in that case. Moving on to number 3, which is my all-in-one Japanese starter base, which has a lot to offer, a decent amount of space for all of your crafting and storage needs, as well as, of course, a nice place for your cozy bedroom, and even a parking spot for your flyers upstairs. But it also offers stables to the side of the building so that you can have some of your early game tames, or kind of everything that fits through a dino gate, easily parked inside, keeping it safe, and of course gives you some space to do some breeding without being harassed. There's also a different pen at the other side of the building in case you need some more space or maybe some bigger breeding projects. And the best thing about this build is that you need no skins at all. It's all using vanilla structures and just a bunch of paint to get this really unique look. Number 4, maybe you want to live up in the mountains, or you're just looking for a cozy log cabin. This Alpine Lodge that I made has those vibes exactly. It has a basement for your storage and some of your crafting needs, but mostly it's got a very cozy interior with a nice cozy living room and a kitchen area, and of course a bedroom upstairs, and even has a little shelter to the side where you could park some of your tames. This one definitely heavily inspired by all the lodges that I saw whilst hiking in the Alps. Number 5 is this detailed Viking house that I built using the Viking Builders cosmetics. Although it does work without them, it just will look, of course, slightly different. But the Viking Builders one definitely gives it the extra edge, especially because of all the added extra decor that you could add to the base to really turn it into a Viking themed build. But this small house should give you plenty of space for storage and crafting needs, as well as just a cozy interior to live out your Viking adventures. Number 6, maybe you want to go for something different and you want to go Greek. Of course, using the Astraeos custom cosmetics, you have this Astraeos Workshop. It fits perfect on that map, but of course you can also use it anywhere else. And since the White Cliffs of Valguero are kind of fitting for a build like this, I figured this would be a really nice one. It has a decent amount of space on the inside, big enough even for an industrial forge should you want it, but mostly just a nice layout for a workshop if you want to work partially in the outside air, which I really enjoy. You know, you can enjoy the views of your surroundings and you still have space to make a cozy bedroom and house on the inside, and of course you can have some of your storage safely inside as well, so no one can have easy access to that in case you're worried about that. Number 7 is this Steampunk starter base. Since Valguero also offers a aberration zone, I figured this one might be interesting, although you could also build Steampunk anywhere else. Of course you don't have to do it in aberration just because they release these skins with aberration, but this cozy house offers some steampunk vibes as well as just a nice interior with a cozy bedroom at the top, a nice little tower as some decoration, and of course plenty of space for storage needs, but also a small little greenhouse to the side. Then number 8, maybe you want to just beach bulb it up and you want to build this simple beach hut starter base, which is perfect for the shores of any map, and of course you can also build this along the lakeside on Valguero. Using mostly early game materials, this one is very easy to get done without needing to grind too much. And speaking of the lakesides, number 9 is a boathouse base, which of course also fits Valguero's lake perfectly. You could easily build this along the shores and have a raft or some of your water tanks parked in the docks. Besides that, it offers a cozy lodge, which offers a decent amount of space for maybe some of your early game tames, as well as of course all the storage and crafting needs you might have. I originally built this with the cozy cabins cosmetic, but you can also build it completely without and maybe only utilizing some of the frontier skins from the Bob Talltales DLC. Then at number 10 we have this cozy Hobbit Hole base, which is definitely the exciting choice if you are also a Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit fan like me and you want to just have a cozy place to call home. This one utilizes the cozy cabins cosmetic, but you could technically also build it with vanilla structures, painting some thatch to look more green so it resembles grass a little bit more. This cozy base is perfect if you don't need a lot of space to get all your affairs in order, and of course if you enjoy a good second breakfast. Then at number 11 we have another all-in-one starter base. This one is a little bit more simple, where you could have everything easily in one place. The lower area is perfect for some of your early game tames, as well as of course all of your storage, smelting and crafting needs, and then the upper floors can be used as your personal bedroom. You can choose to build this either with or without cosmetics. I use the steampunk and the frontier skins for this one to give it a little bit more flair. The very least I would use at least the frontier skins for some nicer windows, but in the worst case you could get away with just using greenhouse glass instead. And at number 12 we have another Astraeos themed base, a starter base, a nice small house using these Astraeos cosmetics to get that Greek look, but again I think you could definitely also fit this on other maps of course if you enjoy this aesthetic. This house offers a decent amount of space on the ground floor for your crafting needs, and then upstairs you have more room for other storage needs or of course your cozy bedroom, and it has a nice balcony to enjoy the views of your surroundings. Then at 13 we've got this western starter house. If you want to embrace those cowboy vibes, the frontier skin is still one of my favorites. It looks very nice and it's of course perfect for these western style builds. It's a small little house, but it offers a nice bit of room for you to use as your base, with some crafting room of course, but no place unfortunately to keep your tames safe. But the good thing is it's a relatively simple build to do, so it shouldn't take too much time to get this one up and running. Then at number 14 we've got this cliff platform starter base using the wooden cliff platform of course. This one is easy because all you need is a decent cliff and you can get to building, but of course you would have to accept the fact that your cliff platform might be a little bit harder to reach, which might keep you safe, but might make it hard early at least to get your tames on there, depending on where it is and if you can actually build like maybe a staircase or an elevator up to the platform. But the good thing of course is on the platform itself you're relatively safe, so if you can get your tames up there, it is a good place to keep them healthy and safe. And then finally at number 15, it's another quite simple base to build. It is the shipping containers that are originally designed for extinction, but of course using these wasteland skins you could easily plunk these down anywhere you want. And the good thing is you could even add more of these shipping containers if you need more space. They're relatively easy and quick to build, so if you need a quick safe place for you and your tames, plopping down a shipping container might just help you out in the end. And there we go, that were 15 of my favorite starter base designs that I've done. Which one is your favorite, or which one are you thinking about building for your next adventure? And of course, if you've got suggestions for future builds you'd like to see, now that we're jumping into a new map, leave them down in the comments below, and who knows, I might try one of those next. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course, I hope to see you again in the next video or stream. For now, goodbye.